Hi there everybody, you're traveling with Jack, and as always my heavenly wife Pam. Well, you know the drill now, we're not out doing any traveling today. Not doing a grief journey video, we're in the kitchen. And I'm making a fantastic, fairly quick to prepare, healthy dish. And it involves some store-bought products that we're going to put a spin on them to make them even better tasting and maybe a little better for you. What we're going to be dealing with today is some of Trader Joe's pre-packaged raviolis. Have you seen these before? They're actually quite good. This is an arugula and Reggiano ravioli, okay? Sounds pretty good. We're also going to be using some fresh, as fresh as it can be from the store, organic spinach. And we've got some mushrooms that I've already chopped up, some fresh cremini mushrooms. Now, different twist we're going to be doing though, believe it or not, we're going to be making toasted ravioli. You'll see how that works in just a minute. First of all though, I've got some olive oil in my black skillet here. I kind of like using the black cast iron skillet a little bit more these days. And we're going to start off, we're going to put some garlic in here. Looks like probably about a tablespoonful is going to do it for that. And my water over here in this pan, I'm bringing it to a boil. We're going to boil our ravioli first. Then we're going to transfer it to the oven and broil it for just a few quick minutes, and it's going to be delicious. So, we've got our garlic here in our oil. And sometimes I go ahead and I add the salt and pepper to the oil. I know, sounds crazy, right? Well, what it does, then whatever you're cooking in the oil, then absorbs all the other spices and things. In this case, just some salt and pepper, and maybe a little bit of smoked paprika. And it absorbs it in the oil and then coats it over whatever you're cooking in here as well. So there we go. All right, so I got a little pepper. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of smoked paprika. All right. And then here's our mushrooms. This was about 4 good size cremini mushrooms that I'm putting in the dish. And we're going to let these cook up just a little bit, get them nice and soft. And then we got one other item we're going to add. That'll be the surprise that I'm going to show you here in just a minute. Now I'm trying to decide if this camera, I hate the way it has to shoot the back of my head all the time. I so desperately need a camera operator. I think you'd all agree with that. Okay, so you can see, I think you can see the black skillet okay. Let's adjust it down a little. There we go. That's a better angle. So, we've got this going. Again, all this is olive oil with some salt, pepper, paprika, garlic, and I've got my mushrooms that are cooking. Meantime, over here, I've got my water that's boiling. So we're going to put our raviolios in that. Raviolios. I don't know why I say that, but I always have. And we're only going to do half a package because it's just for me. Now, if it's for you and your loved one, well, you're going to do more, obviously. So let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's 18 in a package, so I will save 9. And I'm going to cook 9. So we'll let those come to a boil. Meantime, here's our mushrooms. They're cooking up quite nicely. Smells terrific. Anytime you're cooking a little bit of garlic in there, that's going to be really good with that. And we're not going to burn the garlic. It's just going to coat over our mushrooms. Now, I am going to add some capers. Capers are always good. Of course, you want to drain them really good. But I'm going to add those to my little mushroom mixture here. Oh yeah, you hear them sizzling up? Just a couple of teaspoons, that's all. I didn't really overdo it. Okay. Oh, that smells really good when those capers hit that oil. Smells delicious. So let that cook for just a little bit. Now I want to show you my baking sheet. I think I told you guys, I have switched over to parchment paper, parchment baking paper. And the reason I've done that is I've just read so much about aluminum foil and some of the negative issues that could be associated with it. And I know our parents, our grandparents, everybody's used it for eternity. But if it's going to be a little better for me, I'm going to switch over. So that's what I did. It's not that expensive, and it's an easy cleanup. Okay, now we're going to add our spinach now to our oil and our mushrooms and capers. And I'm probably going to do half a bag. So you kind of get the idea. I'm going to have a half a bag of spinach, and I've got a half a container of ravioli that's going to be left over. Means I can fix this meal again in a week or so, or however long before this, you know, starts to turn or whatever. Now I've also got a little bit of fresh squeeze, not fresh squeezed, well, it's squeezed for you, organic lemon juice. So, just about out, but I got enough to put a little in there. And because I added quite a bit of spinach, we're going to add a little more salt. Now, if you're on a salt-free diet, you know all the substitutes and things and don't want to be overdoing it. Got some fresh ground pepper. Thing about spinach, too, it cooks really, really fast. Hey, and our raviolios are now boiling. So here in just a minute, we'll be ready to put those on our parchment sheet that we're going to broil. Again, we're going to broil them just for a couple of minutes, just to get them kind of toasty looking. This looks pretty nice. Can you see it? Our spinach and our olives. Our spinach and our mushrooms and our capers. What am I saying? Because what we're going to do, we're going to toss our ravioli with the spinach, the mushrooms, and the capers. All right, now I need to get my famous slotted spoon over here. Oh wait, you know what? I moved it. Bear with me, I will return. I know you were waiting for that, right? And I dropped a piece of spinach on the floor. We'll throw that away. Hey, you guys want to see something cool? There's a deer in my backyard right now. I got to show it to you. You never get this on those other cooking shows, do you? Look at there. You see the deer up against the greenery over there? Look at the rack. Look at that. That is a big deer enjoying a little dinner on my lawn. And I won't do like Clint Eastwood and say, "Get off my lawn." No, we like the deer. All right. This is quick and easy. Shutting off the raviolio now. It's come to a boil. It's nice and soft. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to transfer the raviolis to my parchment paper. See how I'm doing this? Just, they'll spread out nicely there. You want to use a slotted spoon because you don't want to have real wet raviolios on there. And here we go. We'll space them out nicely, but they don't really stick together at all. Pardon me for you looking at the back of my head. Here we go. Okay. Hope I counted these right. I think I did. I may have ended up with one too many. Oh well. And there we go. So 2 and 3 is 5 and 3 is 8. Now, yeah, I went one over. So we're now going to put these in the oven. We're going to toast them. Let's set our timer to about 5 minutes or so. Okay? Meantime, remember what we talked about? Clean as you go. So we're going to move our pan over here, and you guys can just watch that spinach cook for just a minute. There we go. Okay. This is basically done. Turn it way down on low. I'll take you in for a close-up. Here we go. We're going to bring the camera down again. You guys are just getting a whole big show here tonight. Whoa, I hit the cabinet. There it is. Again, that's our spinach, mushrooms, garlic, capers, cooking in some beautiful olive oil, salt, pepper, a touch of smoked paprika, and plenty of garlic as well. So there you have that. So all we're waiting on now is for our toasted ravioli, and then we will plate this all together, and it's going to be so doggone good. I forgot my slotted spoon again. We're going to need that. And I've got my little ladle over here. I think we talked about that in another one of our cooking episodes. If you've not invested in one of these little puppies, you need to do it. Pam got this for us a few years ago. I think it was at an outlet mall in Reno, Nevada, of all places. They have a big outlet mall. I don't know if you knew that. It's over in Sparks. Lots of cool little shops and things there. She got us that. And so put your spoon on that. You don't mess up the surface of your stove. What would you like to drink with this? Well, my choice is going to be a little red wine. This is just a plain old Merlot. You know where I got this? Let me go get it and I'll show it to you while we're waiting on that ravioli to toast. See, the thing about the cooking shows is they've got commercials and things they can go to. We don't have that luxury. Hey, only the best in this house. Yeah, it's Charles Shaw Merlot from Trader Joe's. They call it $2 chuck. They used to call it $2 chuck. It's now $3 chuck because it's $2.99. It used to be $1.99. Here's what I'm going to tell you though. This wine for $2.99, I've had some $10, $12, $15, $20 bottles of wine that I went, this tastes just as good. It really does. Now, mind you, I've had some really good wines as well, but for just a weekday dinner, just me, just making a little something here, $2 chuck, $3 chuck now certainly does work. And they sell it by the case. I think it's like $36 if you get a whole case. Okay, I'm gonna peek on our raviolis. Oh yeah, they're getting a nice toast on them. And what you wanna let them do is turn just lightly toasted. You don't wanna toast them too much or else they get too tough. So keep that in mind. Meantime, let's have a little drink here. I'm telling you guys and girls, if you have not tried Charles Shaw, you need to try it. One other thing, and this is just up to you. If you want to top your pasta, in this case our ravioli, I love crushed red pepper. And this is one they had on sale the other day. It was one of those electronic coupons. I've got the digital app. I was in Albertsons. I've told you, I shop a couple different places. The Albertsons digital app, you should try it. It's fantastic. This is like a regular $8 or $9 for that organic crushed red pepper. It was on sale for like $4.99, and then with the digital coupon, it took half off of that. That's amazing. So, you know, you want to stock up when you see those kind of coupons. All right, I think our toasted ravioli is just about done. You heard the timer. This is timing out beautifully, and I wanted to plate this for you guys. So here's our countdown clock. We're at 50 seconds and going on down. I do hope you guys are having a good day. I also wanted to mention, I'm always curious if there's any widows or widowers who watch these cooking segments, because, you know, it can be so doggone lonely after you lose your loved one. I know it was for me, and cooking is kind of an outlet for me. And I keep cooking. I don't do a bunch of takeout and eat junk food because I look forward to our meals. I cook just like I did when Pam was here, and she cooked too. And that's important for you, okay? So maybe you know someone who's lost a loved one. Maybe encourage them to check out these videos. They're easy. And maybe take up cooking. It can really help. All right, here we go. We are just about done. So 6, 5, I'm gonna let it go all the way down. We'll get to hear it go off. 3, 2, 1. There we go. All done. Clear the oven. And let's pull them out and see how they look. And they look perfect. You see? Toasted raviolios. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take them, we're gonna put them on our plate. This is one of my favorite meals. It just is, it's light, but filling at the same time. And it's just got a lot of great flavors, and I hope you will try it. And I hope you can see it was really easy. Maybe you like making your own ravioli. Hey, if you do, more power to you. I gotta tell you, that's just not one of my things. but it is terrific. All right, here's our spinach. And I'm getting a little bit of that oil because that'll be really good, that oil mixed with it. Here we go. Oh yeah. This looks really pretty if I do say so myself. Well, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did making it. And there it is. Beautiful, huh? Quick and easy toasted ravioli with spinach, mushrooms, and capers. We'll top it off with maybe just a little bit of red pepper flakes. Look at that. One more look. Think you can make that? I think you could too. Once again, thanks for checking in with us. And as always, please tell your friends, your family members, anybody you know. I'd love for them to subscribe to our channel, Traveling with Jack and Pam. Someday I hope to make this my full-time job, okay? You guys have a great day and make it a better tomorrow. Bye now.